Aaron Shack here, and we are live, just kind of chatting. Let me. Oh, we can zoom in really far. That's too far. What is happening? I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to give you all a little bit of a stream scheduling update, just updates on things that are going on with me and the channel, and just to give you an idea of what we're going to be up to in the future as well. So yeah, I'm filming this on my phone, and the reason for that is actually really interesting because if you haven't heard, there's a little bit of a Twitch apocalypse happening. So a Twitch apocalypse. Over on Twitch, they have announced that they are going to nuke people's highlights over on Twitch. And when you were, if you know, a lot of streamers on Twitch, we would save our entire streams as highlights as a way to sort of have a backlog of all of our streams, right? And now they said, like, basically, let me actually get you the full statement on what Twitch said. Okay, so Twitch has said that as of April 19th, 2025, they said we're introducing a 100-hour storage limit on highlights and uploads. This limit does not apply to past broadcasts, VODs, or clips. But they said here less than 0.5% of streamers exceed 100 hours of highlights or uploads. And this content accounts for less than 0.1% of hours watched. So basically what they're saying is not a lot of streamers have more than 100 hours of videos archived on Twitch. And number two, not a lot of people watched archived VODs on Twitch. For the most part, they're there for live streams, right? YouTube over here, like, people will watch live streams, people will watch, videos, shorts, VOD content, whatever it may be. Like, YouTube was built on, non-live streaming content, but has now opened its umbrella to include everything. So why does this matter? Why am I telling you this? Probably what you're thinking. So basically, they've given us an April 19th deadline. I'm actually going to flip the camera so you can see what I have here. So this is showing you some of my videos. And then over here on the right, woo, look at that. Okay, so they said that less than 0.5% of streamers exceed the 100-hour limit. I am at 6,652 hours and 8 minutes out of 100 hours. So I am exceeding that limit. This zoom is absolutely horrible. I am exceeding that limit. Not that I'm at 100 hours. I'm at 6,652 hours. So I'm beyond that limit. And I did a little bit of research. I have 2,246 videos on Twitch. That's not even the entirety of everything I've ever streamed, because I started back in 2015 streaming on Twitch. And I really didn't get the handle of, like, okay, I assumed it was saving all of my streams. It was not. So I didn't get the handle on doing the highlights as a way to, like, preserve my streams for a little while. So I kind of lost a little bit between the time I started in late 2014. I really only have archived streams from 2015. What's up, Beckett Troy? How you doing? What games do I play? A little bit of everything. You can check out my main channel page, and I have everything sorted by playlists of, like, every game I've ever played, A to Z, on the channel. I have the Shackcast podcast. I also have a lot of stuff on that main page just sorted by, like, genres. If you're into horror games or whatever, I do a little bit of everything. What's up, Matthew? Appreciate the 1 month gamer. Appreciate that, man. I hope you're enjoying the membership there. What I'm about to tell you guys will have members rather excited. So I'm rambling a little bit right now about what's going on with Twitch, because it's going to affect what's happening on the channel, and it's a good thing. But as I'm saying here, I have 2,200 646 videos over on Twitch. I streamed over there for 7 years. I have over 6,652 hours and 8 minutes worth of content in those 2,246 videos. On this channel, on YouTube, I already have 6,300 videos on this channel. 6,300 videos. I'm about to bring over 2,246 videos from Twitch of all my old live streams, playthroughs, stuff that you guys have been asking, like, hey man, have you played this? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I played that a few years ago on Twitch, but there's not like an easy way that I can help you find that content. And I really didn't start exporting my Twitch streams to YouTube until the last couple years that I was streaming on Twitch. I was like, okay, I need to think about the future. I need to plant a garden for all my content, and it needs to be available here for you guys to find, right? So I started doing that. So the exciting thing is that someday, and it's going to take some time to export all these videos to YouTube and get them all organized, because I love to have everything organized by date. I like to have everything in a nice little playlist, and I like to make sure that you can find all that. Have I played God of War or Valorant? I played 2018 God of War. You can find that on the channel. I haven't really dove into Ragnarok yet. I played like the opening hours, but I haven't had time to get back into it since then. Valorant, not really my jam. But I would like to get into some more Marvel Rivals. So getting back to the Twitch apocalypse thing, I have until April to download all these streams. So as I said, 2,246 videos. I'm downloading them now on my PC. So that's why I haven't been live in a while. That's why I haven't been making videos since Friday. I have a new video up. It's about canceled DC Comics games. You can find it here on the channel on the main page. It's really good. And I'm going to do some deep dives into those canceled games, but I'm really nervous to hit the record button or try to like live stream from my PC, because literally what it's doing right now is it's trying to download those 2,000 videos. And I've left it open for days. I've got about 400 or so. Let me check. Yeah, I got 410 videos downloaded. That's over 7 gigs of videos. So the estimate is I bought a 20 terabyte hard drive to download my entire Twitch backlog, okay? And I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to let it go, and hopefully it doesn't fill up the entire hard drive. Based on some of my estimates, it shouldn't, but it could. And also, so I'm downloading those videos, you know, from like present day going backwards, right? But what I've been doing from Twitch's website, their video producer, I went all the way back to 2016 or whatever, and I started exporting videos to YouTube one by one. So I'm downloading my collection from the back end and the front end. So eventually it's either going to meet in the middle, or I'm just going to have an entire archive on this massive 20 terabyte external drive. Now, I looked into lots of other possibilities. I looked into like buying more hard drives to put internally in the PC. I looked at SSDs. I looked at NAS, which would be like network attached storage, which would be like a server. And then I'd have to buy multiple hard drives to plug into that server, and I'd be able to access everything online. But the bad side is that I'd be spending either hundreds or thousands of dollars, you know, trying to get all that going, and we really don't have time. So external 20 terabyte drive seems to work pretty well, and it wasn't a cheap it wasn't a cheap expense. It was like $250. So it wasn't a cheap expense. It wasn't an expense I could afford, but I had to do it because I can't afford to lose our Twitch library of 7 years of my about 11 years of streaming, all of my history, all of my portfolio, all the good times we've had over the years. It's got to be backed up, man. So what's the exciting thing next, right? What's here for members to be excited about? So if you are a member on the channel, you have something to be hyped about. Because what I'm going to do is these older Twitch streams that I'm bringing in, these are going to be playthroughs you're not going to see anywhere else. Some of these playthroughs, I might not revisit these games again because there's just so much to play. And some of you have been asking about some of the playthroughs that I've played in the past and asked me to like play them again. And I'll be like, I can't do it again. You know, certain games I can, some I can't. So for members only, there's going to be, at the end of the day, it's going to be 2,246 videos that members only will be able to check out. So I'm not paywalling any content that's currently on YouTube, but I am essentially paywalling a bunch of Twitch content, which will only be available to members. And I think it's going to be worth it for members. Not only will you have the emotes, the the badges next to your name, the loyalty badges. Not only will you have access to exclusive merch and the behind the scenes like photos and videos that I do for you guys, showing you like the latest expansions of my retro collection, any action figures and comic books that I've picked up. You know, members only get exclusive access to stuff like that. And then, of course, I'm giving a lot of members early access to certain videos that I'm making. So there's a lot of benefits there, and it's about to get even bigger. So that's the good news. The bad news is that my computer is literally going to be downloading this for I don't know how long. It's taken a few days to download 400 videos. So to get to 2,000 videos, like I'm thinking it's going to be a week or two of leaving my computer on. And I don't think I'm going to be able to stream from my PC. So I might do some mobile streams like this where we just chat. I wanted to make more videos, but this kind of takes precedent right now. Because if you guys saw the DC Comics canceled video games video, I wanted to do a deeper dive into that topic and make individual videos about canceled video games from DC Comics, which we'll dive into that at some point. And I was really excited to do that, but I realized that I need to keep the computer on. I need to let these downloads go. Yeah. They might as well sell that division. Maybe. I don't know. I think they need to open it up a little more. Kind of like Marvel is learning to do right now. Rocksteady, they shut down Monolith. They shut down Player First Games, who did Multiverses. They shut down their mobile division, which is WB San Diego. And Rocksteady is not the Rocksteady they used to be. Like, all the leadership, all the top guys, they've left. They're at 100-star games right now. So we don't know what they're working on yet. WB Games Montreal did Gotham Knights, and previously they did the Splinter Cell Blacklist. I don't know how to feel about them in charge of any DC Comics projects. I don't know who to trust because Suicide Squad wasn't great. It had some moments, but do I trust them to make a Batman game that's not going to be like woke in the bad way? Like, I don't know. I don't think so. But I think what they need to do is they need to realize, like, hey, what's up, Rohan? I see you, but I'm on topic here. Appreciate you. What they need to realize over at DC Comics in the WB Games division is that they need to make multiple games, not just big AAA live service shovelware. You need to make like little games, like a little Batman Metroidvania or something. Make Justice League in the way of Ultimate Alliance, right? Like, let a studio make a Batman game. Let a studio make Wonder Woman. Let a studio make Superman. Don't just hold it all internally and let Rocksteady or WB Games or something be the only ones to make games. You could be letting other people other dev studios come in and say, hey, we have an idea for a DC Comics game. They pitch you the idea, and then you give them the cash to get it done. And Marvel is only just waking up to this idea. That's why we have the Hydra 1943 game. It's why we have Blade in the works from Arcane Leon. It's why we have the Black Panther game from Avalanche. It's why we have the Iron Man game coming from EA's Motive Studio. I mean, it's because they're finally realizing, like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have Insomniac be the only company that's making Marvel games. And the same with Star Wars. They realized, they were like, oh, maybe EA shouldn't be the only ones making Star Wars games and just making nothing but Battlefront. Like, as soon as they gave Respawn a chance, they were able to make the Jedi, Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. So they got to wake up to that. That's the idea. But yeah, so Twitchpocalypse is coming on April 19th. So I have to download all these videos before then. So that's why I'm saying I'm not going to be around as much. I'll try to do little things like this, but like my PC needs to put all of its power, and I looked at my CPU and it was like nearly 100% CPU. So, because it's downloading multiple videos at the same time. So we'll have like 6 videos, and like one will be at 9%, one will be at 30, one will be at 98%. And then once one of those finishes, it moves on to another video. So there's always like 6 or so videos downloading all at the same time. And usually in about a day, sometimes I can get 100 videos downloaded. But there are going to be some streams that were like several hours long. That's going to take longer to download. Yeah. Yeah. So I appreciate that. Appreciate the likes. So that's exciting, the Twitchpocalypse. Let me see. What else do I have? We got monetized on TikTok, and I have a subscriber thing over there where I can have subscribers, and there's stickers, which are basically like emotes over there. It's pretty cool. So maybe when I get all this fixed up, I'll do more TikTok lives, and I'll put that into a sort of a multi-stream where we'll do like YouTube Shorts, TikTok live, all at the same time, assuming I can handle all that. But yeah, over on TikTok, I've done a few videos where I'm just kind of chatting, some just chatting videos over there, just to kind of build up what's happening there. So been working on that too. And I'll have the ability on TikTok to have like live panels, so I can have guests come up and speak, and it's really cool. You can have some control over stuff like that. So it makes for some really good like discussions and stuff like that, as long as everyone's super cool, But yeah, Twitchpocalypse. What else do I have going on? Like I said, I'm going to do more on the DC Comics canceled video games, but I do have one video that kind of covers that a little bit. I probably have, let me see if I can get you a number here. I'm somewhere between 340 and 360 videos exported from Twitch to YouTube already. And then of course I have the rest downloading on the hard drive over here. So I'm trying to work at it from both sides. And it's exciting. I'm seeing a lot of playthroughs that I know people in chat or in the comments have asked about for years. They've been like, man, when are you going to play this? Or did you play this already? And I'll be like, yeah, I have. But, it's on my Twitch. And nobody really wants to go try to dig through Twitch's horrible organization system for all that. And the other cool thing is I have a bunch of Twitch clips that I'm also going to download and have those in both horizontal and vertical formats. So there's going to be like some really fun, like retro playthroughs that I've done not retro. I don't know, whatever. I mean, some of this stuff is like 10 years ago or less. So, you know, some of it's going to be some pretty funny old memes and stuff that we've had in the community. You know, some fun little moments all around that you guys will finally get to see if you weren't. You know, a lot of the people here on YouTube were not part of the OG Twitch community when I got started streaming. And so what I take from this whole Twitch thing is they don't really care. Um, they do not care about people's hard work that they put into this. There might even be people with more hours than me. I haven't seen anyone that has over 6,000 hours of videos saved on Twitch that have over 2,200 videos on Twitch. I've seen people that have 1,000 or a couple hundred. Haven't seen anyone that has quite as much as I do. I think a lot of people sort of go with the FOMO formula, the fear of missing out, where it's just like if you weren't there, you missed it. Like streams erase and too bad, so sad. But for me, I like to have evergreen content. I like to save all that stuff and have it in case, you know, someone missed it or someone wants to watch it. I can't be everywhere at once. I can't play everybody's favorite game, but I've definitely played a lot of games over the years, and I'm particularly excited about a lot of my Hitman content because I played Hitman when that Hitman 2016 when it came out. I would live stream it all day. I would make videos about like how to do this elusive target and get Silent Assassin. I would play different levels. I would do challenge runs. I would do contracts, escalations, all sorts of fun stuff. And I'm excited because I knew that content was good when I was making it. And people on Twitch were really excited about watching it. And I was like the go to Hitman guy there. But I never pushed any of that to YouTube. I probably should have. But I think we just thought that it was better to grow on Twitch alone, and I'm realizing now it's probably better to grow in multiple places. Also, we're learning from Twitch and in other news that the affiliate program is not going to be the only way to be monetized. They're actually going to open up monetization to like everyone, which is kind of interesting. I know a lot of people that worked hard to get affiliate or partner are kind of mad about it. They're mad that they had to work so hard to achieve monetization, and this newer generation of streamers will have some form of monetization at the get-go. You'll probably have to, you know, have an authentic profile linked to like an ID, a credit card, you know, a bank account. You'll have to do the tax info and all that stuff, and then you can start, you know, receiving money. But I think the thing is that even if they're opening monetization, you have to make $50 within a month's time before Twitch is going to cut you a check. So they're not going to cut checks willy-nilly. And most people aren't going to have enough viewers or people that are subscribers or people that want to donate that you're going to be, you know, making enough money to meet that threshold. So it's a good move for Twitch. They're going to pocket a lot of extra cash off of you guys' backs for streaming, and that's why I also feel it's a good move from their part. But like for streamers, it's kind of crappy. Like you, as a Twitch streamer, you don't really have a permanent place to archive your content. You have to be on multiple platforms, and Twitch doesn't even really care about you as a live streamer. So I feel like YouTube's the way to go. And I'm excited to move over a whole bunch of content from, you know, literally 6,600 hours over 2,200 videos. So I wanted to catch you guys up on all that. Carpal tunnel surgery on the right hand. Got a little scar right here that's healing up quite well. It's probably not going to be super noticeable after, you know, so long. I have a follow-up with a primary care doctor about, because I actually am still getting numbness here and some burning pain in the wrist there. I was trying to play some games today for like an hour or two, and my symptoms came right back. So it's possible there's something else going on. The hand surgeon recommended that I see a neurologist because I do have hand tremors as well. Um, and it could be that there's a bigger issue. There could be nerves that are compressed. There could be something going on like at the neck or somewhere else. They even discussed the idea of like, hey, they could put you on beta blockers to control the tremors. Like usually they're not terribly bad, but I notice when I try to do something really intricate, like, you know, aim with a right thumbstick, or if I'm like painting or sometimes writing, my hands will shake. And you know, I've done a lot of things in my life where all of a sudden my hand will start shaking, and then it throws off my groove. So I always thought my hands shaking while I played video games was like nerves, you know? I always thought I was like nervous about being in a multiplayer match and like, you know, oh my god, that guy just came into my crosshairs. I'm nervous. I got to get that guy. I got to shoot him in the game. So I always thought it was a nerves thing, like a nervous thing, and it's actually more of a nerves thing in terms of you know, the body, in terms of the nervous system. So um, I will meet with my primary care physician next week. I will see. Um, I will hopefully see if we can get a referral to a neurologist soon, because I believe at the end of the month I have a follow up with the hand surgeon, and we were trying to decide if we want to do the surgery on the left hand, but it sounds like we might want to hold off if I still have symptoms in both hands, and if it's a bigger problem, like if it's you know, some other type of neurological issue is happening there. So yeah, I don't think we want to run in and do the surgery here if it doesn't help. It's quite possible that we might have done this for nothing, but also there's a lot of like healing that has to be done that doesn't happen just within a few weeks. You know, nerves do heal, but yeah, and there's also like scar tissue. So I mean, that can heal over time as well. Does it affect your guitar playing? Absolutely. I used to, like, while I was picking, you know, if I was nervous, or sometimes if I just got tremors because I'm trying to do something intricate, like, you know, finger picking patterns, or if I have a pick in my hand and I'm trying to pluck particular strings in a particular way, sometimes I would start shaking. So it wasn't something. Sometimes it got in the way of my playing. A lot of the times it wasn't super noticeable. But usually when I was playing in like guitar juries in front of professors, and I was nervous, and I was trying to play like classical guitar studies, and you know, all sorts of other things under a lot of pressure, I would get tremors. But I never really had issues with my left hand, even though my left hand will have tremors. I never had issues like fretting different chords or playing scales. I never felt like that was an issue. But he also mentioned that if that I essentially, when they do the study to see if you need the carpal tunnel surgery, they shock you in the arms, like multiple places, to see like how fast your nerves react. So they said this hand needed it. Fair. They said this hand, your nerves are reacting really fast, which means there's not a lot of compression. So it's likely not a carpal tunnel issue. So that's why we probably need to speak with the neurologist and go from there. Um, so he didn't really recommend the surgery on this hand unless I thought I needed it, which I feel like it's inconvenienced my life to a level that I need some type of intervention, depending on what it is. But he said, yeah, we would do an incision here, and then he mentioned doing one like on the back of the elbow, because there's a nerve that like wraps around like that and comes around here. Um, and he said that would do well because, you know, your wrist is like this while you're playing, and so you want to cut out compression here and here, because you're kind of bending your elbow and stuff like that. But yeah, it sounds like a neurologist is going to be the next move. So I'm going to do a little bit of gaming between now and then, just so I can like say, I needed more data. I couldn't really say at our last appointment because they didn't want me to start gaming or typing or using a mouse or anything. I was basically just sitting around doing nothing. Um, so yeah, I didn't have a lot of data to give them at the last appointment, but now is the time to like rehabilitate and just try doing stuff and see how it feels. And they gave me like a cream to put on this, which will promote the healing on that. um, but yeah, it's not great that the symptoms are kind of still there, more or less. um, so we'll go from there. But yeah, I just wanted to catch you all up on what's going on, and just know that I'm not like um that I'm not like intentionally not streaming. I know everybody's like, can't wait until I stream on Friday or Saturday. Um, yeah, I can try a little bit of mouse and keyboard, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna, if it if I played 2 hours of Space Marine on controller, it's not gonna be great with the mouse and keyboard. And I've been doing a little typing as I'm like titling these streams and exporting them to YouTube. So I'm already feeling the symptoms just doing that for a few hours a day. So yeah, I'm not coming back to mouse and keyboard. Not not unless we figure out that there's some sort of other situation that can either be treated, you know, by a change in, health outcomes or medication, or I, I I would hope that I wouldn't need some sort of surgery. But yeah, there's no way. There is no way. I feel like PC gaming is the worst way to bring about symptoms. At least with controller, sometimes you can play certain things that won't exacerbate it, but some of them will. So, but yeah, just going to be sitting here watching downloads go and working hard to bring you guys an awesome backlog of some of my Twitch content. So look forward to another 2,200 videos eventually making their way to the channel, because we're at like 6,300 videos. So someday that's going to be like 8,000 plus videos will be on the channel, and some of that will be member gated stuff. So what's up, Barris? How you doing, man? But yeah, that's the catch up here. um so yeah, I'm gonna work on more of that. And I'm also occasionally live on TikTok. But I'll do some more of these vertical things if there's anything to talk about. I know we're like a week away from Hideo Kojima is going to be at South by Southwest here in Texas, and they have some sort of Death Stranding 2 reveal that they're going to do. I'll see if I can cover that. I may or may not be able to. But I probably need a week or two. I don't know how long to download all these videos. It seems like we're making good progress, but it is taking some time, and I want to make sure that if things go wrong, or if I need to purchase another drive, or um, certain videos end up being too long and I have to like skip them and come back and download certain videos later. I want to make sure that there's plenty of time between now and like mid-April, because that deadline's coming fast, and they literally just told us about it. I think I got an email like a week or so ago. So it's all very sudden news from Twitch, and it really sucks. I needed to do this anyway. Um, and it was kind of in the back of my mind, but I always thought like it's such an expensive maneuver. I wasn't sure how I was going to go about it. I don't really have the time to work on archiving old Twitch content while I'm, making new content on YouTube and like live streaming, playing games, keeping up with the news, typing out articles, working on a whole separate channel, the politics channel, Aaron Shack Politics. and working on the Substack I just made for that. I also have a Substack for this channel, for Aaron Shack. Yeah, it's a lot. It's so much. And if you're curious about the podcast, I'm going to try to get a new episode out on Friday, maybe, with Brown Tiger. I got to reach out. I got to hear back from him, but we had some plans to record that this weekend. I'm going to see how I can do that with the setup we have here. I might end up streaming from my laptop or something. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a little different. Yikes. But yeah, without further ado, that's I believe. Let me check here, but I believe that's all the news that I have for you all. I don't know why I can't can't view chat filter. Nice, yeah. All messages, okay. Yeah, I haven't really dabbled too much with YouTube. Okay, start a poll. That's cool. We got products. We got the share button. Yeah, that's cool. Um, hmm. But yeah, be excited for that. Members, you're gonna love it. There's gonna be hours upon hours, thousands of videos of content that you guys I know will be excited about, and it'll make your membership worth it. That's what I want to continue to do, is not only provide value to just my viewers in general, but I also want to provide a lot of value that makes you excited to support the channel, be a member, all that good stuff, and to want to continue being a member. Like I'm, there's not just going to be benefits of, hey, all the past streams are going to be archived there, and nowhere else. Um, it's going to be like, behind the scenes stuff and cool, like nerdy comic book stuff, and different figurines and comic books and video games and retro games that I'm picking up. Members will be the first to know about it. So once again, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you all for the continued support. I'll try to touch base either through live streams or through posts, so keep an eye on the community feed, on the channel. You can kind of scroll through there, and I will be posting things there in terms of updates, just in case there's things that aren't really worthy of making a whole stream like this for. But I enjoyed catching up with everybody. Take care. Be safe. We will see you guys. I just got to see how this goes. It's going to be touch and go. Because I mean, we're not even a quarter of the way done with these downloads. So just know that I'll be working on it. So take care, be safe. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.